Peace. In this video, I want to go over realistic expectations on your ideal physique. The physique that you want to have and that you aspire to. Now, me or anybody who claim that we don't look at others to set a standard of what we want to be like would be a damn lie. So we're not going to even play these childish games and act like we don't look to others about what we want to aspire to. Right? It's a must that you have a standard that you're trying to get to. Like, somebody has to set the barometer to say, like, I want to look like that. It ain't dick riding. It's just that we must have a visual of where we're trying to get to. So, right, if we're looking at some celebrity or some model and they got like this super physique that we aspire to get to or somewhere close to, the very first rule we must acknowledge is genetics, right? You got to factor in genetics because some people have great genetics for chest. Some have great genetics for arms. Others have an 8-pack. Others got a 4-pack, right? Genetics play a huge part in the role if you can obtain whomever this celebrity or model is that you're trying to get to. So you got to have clear expectations that your genetics may play a factor, but that don't undermine your goal of where you're trying to get to. As always, it's about being the best you, right? So that's the very first thing, right? Take into account that somebody may just have better genetics, and I guarantee you, if they got good arms or good chest, then your quads is dominant or your abs is dominant. You got a better back, right? So don't get caught up in following somebody on their genetics. So factor in that. Genetics does play a part. All right, so we're going with number 2 of expectations of obtaining your physique goals. Number 2 is your years of experience, right? If you only have 6 months, a couple of years, it's hard to compete or have the same expectations of somebody who's been training for 10 or 15 years. Because that person that's been training for 10 or 15 years, they have already solidified their foundation. So when you're looking at a celebrity, their muscles are already solidified. They've already been training for over a decade, 10, 15, 20 years. You would be a damn fool to have expectations that you can do the exact same training as that person when you don't have the experience. So me, for instance, when I go into the gym, if equipment is being used that I already had in my mind that I wanted to use, I can easily transition to do another exercise that's similar or something totally different because my years of experience has me in a position to where I can alternate, I can alter what my training was. If you don't have that level of experience and you still trying to solidify your foundation, it's extremely important to follow your training regimen, but you already have laid out, right? So don't try to do something exactly like somebody that already got 15, 20 years in the training and think that you can do the exact same. It's very imperative that you lock down your foundation. You got to. Like, don't undermine it. Don't think that you can skip steps and so on and so forth. You must lock in your foundation. Your foundational exercises and routines will lock you in. So in 15 years later, 10 years later, then you can kind of bounce around and do various exercises. So number three is if you're natural, then some of the shit that you see in these celebrities and models do, they own some shit, right? Definitely not no knock, because I don't give a fuck less, right? Doesn't matter to me. However, if you're striving to get the same results as them and you're trying to follow a routine that they're selling or that they're on some social media or YouTube talking about, you probably can follow it 100% because they on some type of enhanced supplement that got them cracking it in, right? And you going strictly natural, right? So it's almost like you racing a fucking car, right? And you fucking digging. You racing a car, it ain't gonna happen. right? You're not going to be the car. I don't give a shit how many multivitamins you take. I don't care how much training you do. It's not going to happen. So again, be focused on the best that you can be, right? So you can look at somebody's training regimen that's using enhanced supplements, and right, you can do their training, but you probably won't do 20 to 30 sets like they doing, right? So you got to take that with a grain of salt when you're looking at these celebrities. And nowadays, it's kind of okay to say that people is using some enhanced supplement, but I don't see a lot of celebrities saying they use no enhanced nothing. So, but we know they do. So don't fall for the okie doke and think that somebody talking about is all body weight. And most of these jokers that be talking about body weight, man, they lift weights in the beginning. They lift weights in transition to body weight. Again, their foundation was already laid. I mean, of course, it's a few YouTubers, it's a few people that did strictly body weight, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, be mindful of the dupe that somebody trying to sell you some shit of what they was doing, where they already locked in their foundation. So whether it's somebody that was lifting weights, that in transition and trying to get you to believe that they strictly body weight, or it's somebody that's using some enhanced supplements and you doing your shit natural. Be mindful. It's natural or enhanced supplements. That's number 3. Number 4. Your testosterone got to be up there. You can't be lacking in the engine that make men move, right? Because that shit builds your muscles. It builds your drive. So be very conscientious in making sure your testosterone is where it needs to be, right? Make sure you eat the right foods, man. You got to get good sleep, right? You got to miss all those fucking personal care fragrances and shit, your body wash. It got all that shit in it that's gonna lower your testosterone down. So be mindful of that. This ain't the video to go in depth about all of that nonsense, but you gotta be sure that your testosterone is ready to get it cracking, because you gotta have that fuel, man. That's the fuel that make you get up and go. That's the fuel that's gonna build your muscles, man. So if you looking to get your physique right, the expectations is your testosterone gotta be A1. So man, remember, you got to make sure that's A1. Don't be eating a whole bunch of sugars, and don't be eating a bunch of fast food and processed food. All that shit destroys your testosterone. We already know this. This shit is all over the internet. We already know this. So if you're looking to get your physique the optimal sizes and get it where you want it to be, right? Remember, it's about you to get it where you want it to be. Make sure that your testosterone is on point. So that was number 5, testosterone. Make sure that's on point. That's number 5. So going on to number 6, man, and I kind of touched on it on number 5, is your rest, recovery, sleep. Rest, recovery, sleep, all one and the same. Make sure that your recovery is up to par. I've definitely fallen victim to just going and just working out, because I'm addicted to the pump. I like to get after it. I mean, it's a crazy mental pump in your mind to make sure you always working out. But if you looking to gain the gains to be your optimal self, you must rest, sleep, and recover, right? Stretch, man, foam roll, get a massage, man, do all of that shit, man, that falls up under recovery. And sleep is paramount. Make sure you're getting enough sleep and be sure to rest. So again, it's a quick video going over to have realistic expectations about meeting your physique goals, right? And you're looking at your favorite celebrity, your model, or whatever the case may be about where you want to get to. Man, a lot of shit that they don't even speak on, that you don't know what they're doing. So take whatever they doing with a grain of salt. And man, be the best you. That's the most important thing. Be the best you and learn as you go and tweak as necessary. And that goes back to making sure you got experience. You get that experience, you're going to be able to tweak it and fine tune it where you're going to know what works for you. Like, comment, subscribe, support. Man, let me know what you think, man. If I miss anything, I should have added something, man, put it in the comments, man. Let me know. Tell me I'm full of shit, man. Thumbs down. Don't matter. Let me know what to do, man. Peace.